Hi, welcome once again to Starseed Rising 333. I'm glad you've tuned back into this channel, and if it's your first time, welcome. First of all, I'd like to thank all my viewers, my subscribers, my supporters, anyone that's tuned in to watch my readings or videos out on YouTube, as well as anyone who have clicked the like button, left comments. Thank you ever so much for your support. Whatever you do or whatever you've done in the past is much appreciated, and it does help the channel. Today's reading is all about shadow work, and it's for the divine masculine, any men who have tuned in to watch this reading or to listen to this reading today. I hope everyone is doing fine. I hope you had a good weekend. Okay. And for those viewers who have never heard of shadow work before, I'll just tell you a little bit what it is. Shadow work helps us to gain inner wisdom and hidden knowledge about ourselves. We can then use that information to help us transform, to be more creative, make better judgments, decisions, and life choices, and help us gain power or more power over our own lives, because our fate is in our hands. In other words, destiny is in our hands, and destiny is the end result of how we choose to live our life. Okay, and whatever messages, okay, that you receive today, please take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay, and any decks, crystals, okay, or books I'm going to be using for this reading today, I'll put their names in the description box, so please check it out after listening or watching this reading today. Okay, and as I said, this a shadow work reading is for the divine masculine, or any men who have tuned in today, and you do not need to be on a spiritual soul life path or journey to watch this reading. Is for anyone. All right, and I hope you will enjoy it. Okay, so okay, to first of all, before we actually start doing the shadow work, I just want to use two decks. Okay, the first one, all right, is called Messages from Your Animal Spirit Guides. Okay, just to find out from your spiritual team, okay, including um the ancestors, all right, as well as the divine, what spirit guide animal, okay, they would like you to work with for this week, okay, and in terms of your doing your shadow work, all right. So I'm just going to shuffle the cards and just select one card from this deck, and this deck is by Stephen D. Farmer. Okay, if in case you are interested in reading for yourself or for as well as others. Okay, and it's called again Messages from Your Animal Spirit Guides. Ooh, a lot wanted to come out. Okay. It goes on to say, okay, so um, they want you to work with the energy of the kiwi. Okay, and it goes on to say, do a walking meditation each day for a week. All right. So I'm just going to just read a bit more on this spirit guide. All right, or spirit animal guide, I should say. okay, goes on to say most of the time, walking is a way that people get from point A to point B, often in a rush and without regard for what's going on around them. Meditation is typically viewed as something people do while sitting cross legged for several minutes. However, that's only one form of meditation. Walking with awareness and intention is another. Find a place, preferably in nature, such as the forest or woods, where you can simply walk for 10 minutes or more each day for the next week. Experiment by walking more slowly than you usually do. Try moving at 80% of your usual speed. You can also try speeding up your pace, but stay present and be aware of how it feels to move so rapidly. Then slow way down for a few steps to where you can really feel each step you take. Notice how the contact with the ground starts at your heel and slowly moves up to your toes. If possible, try it barefoot. Be aware of the sights, sounds, and smells as you walk, as well as the rhythmic feeling in your body. Whatever pace you set, be sure to breathe consciously and consistently with full awareness. Doing so while walking is what makes it a meditation. Okay, and you know what, to be honest with you, that really works for me because sometimes, I might be planning to do something or thinking about something, and it's only when I um, take a walk, okay, then um, like pieces of the puzzle start adding up. I start getting start um, receiving or new ideas or answers. Um, some new things start popping up in my mind, so it's a very good thing to do, all right? And it's also a way to get clarity into certain situations. Okay, and some of the words associated with this message, you've got grounded, nocturnal, survival, flexibility, fatherhood, innocence, earthiness, ancient wisdom, inspiration, safety, speed, quickness, and detection. And um by going out, okay, especially if you walk in nature, okay, it's a very good way, all right, to help you feel more grounded. And it also, okay, because from what I've learned, all right, that obviously the earth, okay, is connected to the feminine energy, because obviously earth is considered as feminine, all right. And so it's a good way also to help to balance your feminine, okay, side, because whether you are a man or woman, we both embody masculine and feminine energies, all right. So it's a good way to ground yourself, not only just for for men, but it's also good for women to do as well, all right. And I've also been guided by my um spiritual team to always go out in nature, okay, because it's a very good thing to do, all right. So the spirit animal guide that your spiritual team, okay, including the divine, your higher power would like you to work with, is the spirit and energy of the kiwi, okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use another deck, and this one is called Angel Wisdom, and it's by Radley Valentine. And I'm just going to just select 3 cards just to check on the energies around the divine masculine, or any men who have tuned in today to or who are interested in doing any form of shadow work. All right. So Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, what is the energies around? Okay, so we've got the magician, and the magician card. Okay, it's part of the major arcana. Okay, which is all to do with spiritual lessons and goals. Okay, in the area of life. All right, and the message on the card, and this message is from Archangel Raziel, and it goes on to say, magic is alive in your life. What you need to be a success will manifest. If you believe it, you can do it. Okay, because we are all spiritual magicians. Okay, as well as alchemists. Okay, in other words, I should say, it's almost like turning copper into gold. Okay, or something like that. All right. We've and what I've learned. Okay, as I go along my spiritual journey is that we all are not only spiritual magicians, but whatever we need to manifest, okay, it's already within us, okay, the power to um change, okay, um to bring um whatever blessings that we need, whatever happiness that we acquire, um everything is already within us, but we just need to sort of go within and discover what treasures lie inside of us, okay, in order for us to create um our own world, our own destiny, because we are co-creators of our own reality, okay. And it's very much also to do with the decisions and the choices that we make in regards to our life. Okay. All right. The next card that came out. This is Four of Water, and this is from Archangel Shamiel, and it goes on to say, uh, failing to recognize a magical opportunity, missing the point, the distractions of daily life, discontentment or boredom, lost in your own world, wake up. Okay, so maybe some of you viewers, okay, some of you men out there might be feeling a bit um bored or discontent with your life at the moment, but um if you could see here on the picture, you could see like Archangel Shamiel, he's behind this man. Okay, but he's so focused on what he's lost, he's not able to see the beauty of life. He's not able to see, um, that there's an overflow of abundance, okay, surrounding him. Because if you notice that this tree, okay, is full of fruit, and there is also some that's, like it's just so full, okay, that you could actually see lots of fruits around him, but he's so focused, okay, on these empty glasses, whereas um there is abundance all around. Okay, so I think this is what this card, the message that is trying to um is trying to relate to you. Okay, that there is a lot of abundance, so that we should not only focus on what we've lost, or what but we should be grateful as well, all right, for whatever blessings that we have already in our life. And life itself is a blessing, all right. Life itself is a blessing. It's not only a blessing, it's also a beautiful gift that the Most High has given to us. So we should appreciate it, okay, or appreciate it more. All right. And also give gratitude to the divine, to the universe, and to our spiritual team. All right. As we go along life's journey. Okay. And the last one, okay, this is, it says wise counselor. So um I'm assuming that this is okay from your the whole spiritual team. Okay, this is from, I can check, just double check. Okay, all right. This is from well, it's I mean, Archangel Zandvoort. Okay, he is part of your spiritual team. Okay, and he is the archangel for delivering prayers. Okay, to heaven. All right. So this message is from Archangel Zandvoort, and it goes on to say, unity with a spiritual minded community, ask the divine for help or higher power, and trust the answers will come. Okay, compare traditional methods with new ideas to see which is best for you. Okay, so there's nothing wrong, okay, as well as going out of your comfort zone, okay, to like to just receive ways of doing things, of finding new ideas to do things. And that's why you've got all the different symbols here. Okay, you've got the Star of David. Okay, you've got also the sign representing the Islamic faith. All right, and also Christianity, as well as spirituality, and so forth. Okay, and yes, so this message is from Archangel Zaltophon. All right, and you can call on the archangels, okay, for any form of assistance or guidance that you need in any area of your life. You can call the angels, okay, as well as like assist, help or guidance from the divine and other spiritual beings in the spiritual realm. Okay. Okay, so the deck I'm going to be using, all right, to assist us, okay, with the shadow work, okay, is this is called Between the Worlds, and it's by Monica Bodowski. Okay, and I'm going to select three cards from this deck. Okay, and whatever messages are come, please take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay, and I was guided to select three cards. So if you don't connect to the first message, maybe the second or the third. All right, so let's see. Holy Spirit, what message do you have for the divine masculine? Okay, so I'll just read them in order, okay? The order that they came out. All right. So the first one, it says anti-coin, anti-coin. Just push these a bit further up. Okay, the second one that came out. Okay, and this is on the number 25. When you add the two numbers together in numerology, it which will give you to a 7. It um re, um is reflection, assessment, and knowledge. Okay, in the area of life. And then the second one that came out, it says bound person, which is on number 22. When you add the two numbers together, it gives you number 4, which is all in numerology, is all about structure, stability, manifestation. Okay, and the third card, okay, that came out is on a number 3 in numerology. It's all about creativity, groups, and growth, and it says the doll's arm. Okay, so the first card, okay, let me just first card, it says anti-coin. The second card, it says bound person. And the third card, okay, it says the doll's arm. All right, so I'm just going to quickly read on these cards, all right? Okay, so 25. Okay, it goes on to say here, this is an ancient Greek coin known as a tetrachron, depicting the Athenian owl. Athena is the wise and warlike patron goddess of Athens. It is believed that American President Theodore Roosevelt carried this tetrahedron for luck. Okay, and the message regarding this first card, it says legacy comes in many forms and encompasses the physical as well as spiritual, emotional, and psychological aspects of what has been left to us. Okay, and then it goes on to say, you are about to receive or acknowledge your own familial and inherited gifts. This is a pivotal moment in which you realize that you are the product of your upbringing and environment. This helps you understand your behavior so you can alter what you know now. What you now know is in your control. An inheritance has been left to you, and it might be financial as well as physical property. This is the time to consider looking at what you wish to leave as your material as well as immaterial legacy to family, friends, and community. Objects and people are sometimes inextricable, and many of the things you possess remind you of loved ones. You may use them on an altar to communicate with your ancestry. Okay, and some of the things that the booklet, okay, is asking you to do, okay, in regards to this message, it says, how do you define legacy? What legacy will you leave when you pass on? What physical items have family or friends who have passed on left you? What spiritual gifts have been given to you? What emotional legacy have others left you? Which family members are unknown to you and which are known? How important is money, or how much you are, or sorry, how much you rely on money or goods left to you by parents or family? Okay, so this is the questions relating to the first card that came out. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to read now on the second message, which is all about bound person. Okay, and it goes on to say, okay, this picture, okay, is known. Okay, I would say this was one of basically it's a copper cold work jewelry, a charm created for sale in the early 1990s, symbolic of restriction and freedom. While this piece was not rejected, many artisans who created work that is not considered mainstream may experience conversations that seem harsh or judgmental. And the message, okay, for this card, it says restrictions can be real or imagined, and there is always a gift if you look closely. Okay, and the advice here for this card, it says you are allowing the opinions of others to decide who and what you should be. People have different reasons for their actions and words. That doesn't mean you need to internalize it and change who you are or what you wish to do. Stay strong and take your gold to someone who appreciates it and you. What you are looking for right now is a good fit. Otherwise, you will feel stuck and restricted by the demands of someone who feels they are doing you a favor. This can happen both in personal and professional relationships. This is an excellent time to break free from internal and external bonds. Okay? And in order, if you feel somehow um connected or it relates to you in any way, all right, some of the things that you need to ask yourself, okay, regarding this matter, it says, how do the opinions of others make you feel restricted at times? Where is your physical freedom being restricted? What societal restrictions do you face that make you feel voiceless? How can you speak up for yourself and others who are restricted? Where do you draw the line between self care and selfishness? How does your idea of freedom affect your ability to commit to another person or a task? Wow. So these are very powerful messages. And as I said, whatever messages that come up, please take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay. And I'm just going to read on the third card, the doll's arm. Okay. And I'm just going to just read about this symbol. Okay, it goes on to say this porcelain antique doll's arm was excavated with many other 19th century factory seconds in Germany and was purchased on eBay in 2010 with the intention of using it in um, artwork. Okay, and the arms and hands have been universal symbols of power and potency since the first ancient cave handprint was painted. In health readings, it may indicate an issue with an with the hand or arm. Okay, and the message here, it says, think about how and when you offer or receive assistance and pay attention to any accompanying feelings of empowerment or vulnerability. Okay, and the advice, all right, in regards to this message, it says, this is a great time to ask for assistance by seeking someone's knowledgeable who possesses the advice or expertise you require right now. You have been offering a helping hand and assistance to others without expectation, and now this energy is being returned to you. Help will arrive both from expected and unexpected sources, even if you weren't aware it was needed. You are advised to accept what is being gifted to you without ego or feeling overly vulnerable or suspicious, and move forward with a new perspective gracefully. An offer will be given to you out of respect for your contributions. Expect a raise or promotion or quick helping hand in an awkward work moment. If someone you know requires a helping hand, offer it even if they aren't asking. We all refuse to ask when we think it might be awkward. Okay, and some of the things, okay, that the booklet is asking you to reflect on this last message or last card. It says the doll's arm. It goes on to say, when do you shut down and reject assistance? When do you wish you could reach out and ask for help? Have you ever felt patronized when someone offered assistance of any kind? How does this relate to your self image and self confidence? It is easier for you to receive or give help. Which of these two dynamics are you generally more comfortable with? Under what circumstance does your outlook change for any of the above questions? So these are just exercises, okay, things that you can do to help you um, as you go along with your shadow work, some areas that you can look into, introspect, okay, in your spare time, okay. And what I want to do now, okay, I want to use another deck. Um, and just call again on the ancestors, all right, to see which god or titan, okay, the spiritual realm is going to come for you, okay, today to help you with your shadow work, all right, or if you need advice on anything else or in any area of your life. So I'm just going to shuffle the cards and see what comes out, all right. Okay. All right. So now this gentleman on this card, okay, he might either be um a god or titan, and his name is Loki, and at the bottom it says play. So let's see what that's about, okay? Or what messages you would like to give for the um or I should say to the divine masculine, master, any men who are watching this reading today. Okay. Okay, so it goes on to say here, it says, um, when it comes to play, it says, look at the lighter side of the situation, rediscover your sense of humor and play. Okay, and then it goes on to say here, okay, it goes on to say, Loki is a trickster god. Tricksters are those gods who, through tricking, shape shifting, playing the fool, or simply playing, become teachers in the lessons of life. In this way, they humble the powerful, expose the unjust, and balance imbalances. Loki plays his trickster role superbly and is featured in many stories in Norse mythology. One story that displays Loki's talent is of the theft of Thor's magical hammer. Thor awoke one morning to find his hammer missing. Little did he know that King Prama had stolen it to blackmail the gods in granting him the hand of the goddess Freya in marriage. Thor asks Loki for help after borrowing Freya's winged cloak to help speed things up a bit. Loki flew around until he came upon King Pram, Pram, acting innocent to the plot. Loki soon ascertained that the hammer was buried underground, and he relayed Priam's ultimatum to Thor. After visiting Freya again and learning from her that she would certainly not marry King Priam, the Norse gods gathered to discuss their strategy. It was suggested that Thor disguised himself as Freya, covered a bridal veil. He could possibly get close enough to his hammer to regain it. Thor was outraged, but the clever Loki convinced him of the wisdom of this play. Very, very interesting. And the invocation here, okay, regarding um this message, okay, it goes on to say, should you want a little mischief or more play in your life, why not invite Loki over? One wonderful day to honor Loki is April the 1st, because I think April the 1st is All Fools Day. But you can invite more fun into your life whenever you need it. Go outside where it's okay to make a bit of a mess. Shake up a can of soda and open it. It will squirt all over the place. Call Lucky. As you do this, he will love it. Hmm. So it's basically, inviting you to bring more fun, more play, um, into your life. But it also represents, okay, horses, a bound man, okay, and snakes. Okay, and we did have the bound person here, okay, on this card which came out from the shadow deck, okay, and okay, and some of the things, okay, that you could say, all right, if you want to call on this uh god, okay, or titan, or if you want to invite his spirits in your presence, you could say, Loki, 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 I call you thrice, show me laughter and be nice. I know you'll trick me if it's right, if it's right. Loki, Loki, play tonight. Okay? And it goes on to say, now tell Loki how you wish to bring more play and humor into your life. Perhaps you have a problem that isn't going away and you need to find a solution. Maybe you need to see the lighter side of a situation and not take things so seriously. Ask Loki to show you a way that is fun and effective. Okay, and then after saying reciting this, okay, what I said earlier, then you can say, Lucky, I thank you one last time, trick and you'll treat, trickster divine. This is very interesting, very, very interesting message. Okay, and that was for um the divine masculine element um, who are watching or listening to this reading today. Okay. All right. So the next deck. Okay, I'm going to. Okay, before I continue. All right. If you are interested, um, first of all, okay, in working with crystals, I'll just show you a few. Okay, if you also want to use crystals when it comes to or in regards to the phases of the moon cycles and so forth, so I'll just show you a few I've got here. Okay, because the moon, okay, itself represents um your needs, okay, and also is responsible for intuitive responses, the inner emotional life and rebirths, which is part of the cycle of life. And this energy can be used for clarity, manifestation, and to enhance intuition. Okay, so I'm just going to show you a few that you can use, okay, if you are interested in working, all right, with the energies of the moon. So the first one I want to show you is moonstone. This one is called Black Moonstone, and this one is called Rainbow Moonstone. Okay, now the planet of the day is Mars. Mars represents action and energy in the area of life. Mars is a personal planet, and its energy is all about how we assert ourselves and direct our energy. Mars rules over the body parts, the head and face. In numerology, Mars is associated with the number 5, which represents changes, okay, and also um to do with effort, action, okay, and input into a situation. Mars rules over the zodiac signs Aries. Aries is the first house in the astrology chart, okay, and Aries represents self and personality in the area of life and rules the body parts, the head and face, okay. And the stone that I would say is much associated with the planet Mars is turquoise. All right, and the moon sign element today, okay, is water. Water represents our emotions and feelings, which is linked to the sacral chakra, which normally associated with the color orange. The sacral chakra is linked with the emotional body layer, okay, aura, which represents our emotional responses. And the crystal that you can use, all right, to work with the moon sign element, which is water. This one I would say is called carnelian. Okay, right. And if okay, you want to use crystals or work with crystals, okay, and you want to work, okay, with the energy, all right, when it in regards to doing shadow work, I'll just show you a few here which I have, okay. This one is called Snowflake Obsidian, okay. This one is called Lepidolite. This one is called Apophyllite. This one is called Labradorite. This one is Iolite. This one is Muscovite. This one is Lapis Lazuli. And this one is Rutillated Quartz. But all the decks, crystals, and books, okay, which um, I'm going to be using for this reading today, I'll put all their names in the description box. So please check it out after listening or watching this reading today. And please don't forget to, if you do enjoy the reading so far, please don't forget to click the like button, subscribe or share, or just leave a comment, okay? And I'm just going to show you two books, okay, which I'd like to recommend if you are interested in working with crystals. This one is called The Crystal Bible by Judy Hall, and this one is called Manifesting with Crystals, okay, to attract more abundance. Okay, you can use their energy to attract more abundance, wellness, and happiness in your life. And these books are both by the same author, Judy Hall. And if you are interested, okay, in working with the angels, archangels, or other spiritual beings in the spiritual realm, okay, I'd like to recommend this book. It's called Angel Prayers, okay, and this book is by Carl Gray. Okay. Okay, so then the next deck, okay, I'm going to use this one is called The Angel Guide, and it's by Carl Gray. All right. So I'm just going to see what additional messages that the angels have for you today. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to go with these two, all right? This one says spiritual growth. Spiritual growth. And the second, it says strength and guidance. Strength and guidance. So I'm just going to quickly read on these cards. Okay, so it goes on to say, this is a powerful time for you. Your growth and understanding are unfolding at an incredible rate, and you feel more connected than ever to your soul, gifts, and purpose. Your angels are encouraging you to keep up the good work and continue expanding your knowledge, experience, and spiritual connection. Okay? And it goes on to say, when this card arrives for you, it's a confirmation that the experiences and insights you have had recently have been divinely led. Okay? You may find yourself connecting to particular energies at this time, or even experiencing angels or guides visiting you. And it goes on to say this card is letting you know that these experiences are real and are occurring because of your determination to open up spiritually. The path of light is unfolding for you, and you are being encouraged to hold your head high and focus on spiritual growth. The rest will be taken care of for you. Wow, very beautiful message. And I'm just going to read quickly on the second card. It goes on to say, when it comes to strength and guidance, don't underestimate the power of your soul. You are a strong and resilient soul with the capacity to rise above any challenge. Divine intervention is taking place at this time. Whatever is occurring in your life is providing a real learning curve for your soul. You are becoming more and more aware of what will lead you to fulfill your purpose and will divert you from joy. Your angel guide is encouraging you to recognize that the feelings that are coming to you now are guidance that will help you understand the steps that you need to take and the moves that you need to make in order to be aligned with abundance and support. Wow, so these are very beautiful messages here. Okay, and it goes on to say at the bottom here, have faith, positive things are happening. Okay, even though you can't see it now. All right. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, okay, and this I don't know if I mentioned it, okay, but I'll just show you again. These messages, these two messages came from this deck. The two last messages, it's from this oracle deck called the Angel Guide, and it's by Carl Gray. Okay, all right. So I'm going to use another deck, and this is called Work Your Light. Work Your Light, and this is by Rebecca Campbell. Okay, and I'm just going to see what additional messages your spiritual team have for you. Additional messages do you have for the divine masculine at this time? What additional messages? What additional messages do you have for the okay. Thank you. All right. So the first message, okay, that wanted to come out, all right, it goes on to say, align your life. Okay, align your life. It goes on to say, what is not aligned or needs to change? What is not aligned or needs to change? Okay, just put on my stand. Okay, and the second one, it goes on to say, get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. Okay, so we've got another message here, okay, from your spiritual team asking you to it's time to go out in nature to help balance your feminine energy, all right? And we did have a message that came out earlier regarding going out in nature, okay, to or have a walk in nature. Okay, so let me just quickly read on these two cards. Okay, the first one, okay, where it says align your life, it goes on to say what in your life is no longer in alignment with who you truly are. We are cyclic beings in a constant state of change, of evolution, of growth. Change is one of the only certainties of life. When you resist your cyclic nature, you resist life and feel stuck. Many of us have learned to be who the world wants us to be. But there comes a time when it is harder to hold on to this facade than it is to be embraced who we truly are, to surrender to how we have changed and align life to that way of being. If you've pulled this card, you're being called to let go of who you once were or the things that you once defined yourself by, the job, the relationship, and the mask you wore, and to embrace who you truly are now, to courageously step into the person that you came here to be in full authenticity, to embrace your weirdness and your uniqueness. Perhaps you have outgrown some relationships or circumstances, and it is time to reassess and bring all the parts of your life in alignment so that you are congruent, with who you truly are today. Okay, and the query here again, it says here that you need to ask yourself while you're doing this shadow work, okay, if in case or if you are thinking about doing this um, work, okay, and if you feel that this is somehow this message is somehow connected with you in some word, because this message is also connected to the previous one of the cards that we got out from the shadow deck, where it goes on to as about being a bound person. It says here in the book, what in your life is not aligned or needs to change. Okay, so you feel mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally free. All right. um and I'm just going to read quickly on the second card. It goes on to say, you are being called to get grounded, to ensure that your luminous field is clear and your inner well is full. If you're not grounded, it is all too easy to get swept up in others people's energy and mistake it for your own. Your boundaries will become blurred as you are absorbing the energies around you and struggling to define what is their stuff and what is yours. All right, and then it goes on to say, if you've pulled this card, you are very likely an empath or a highly sensitive person and need time alone to fill up your well, balance your energy, and get grounded. There are two types of people: those who draw this energy, okay, those, okay, who's who draws this energy, okay, from others, and those who draw their energy from within. Reflect on which one you are and carve out time each day to ensure your well is being replenished. Being sensitive is a superpower, but like all powers, it needs to be nurtured in order to be fulfilled. It is easy to get swept up in the high frequency energies that are swirling around the planet. The quickest and most effective way of clearing all of this from your field is to ground yourself by connecting with Mother Earth. There are many ways to get grounded. One of the most powerful ones is to practice earthing by connecting to the power of Mother Earth. Spend time in nature, put your hands on a tree, your palms are extensions of your heart chakra, or walk barefoot on the earth. Okay, and one of the things that the booklet again is want us to do, it says do something to get grounded and connect with the earth. All right, and we did get that message earlier, okay, about um going out into nature, okay, in order to so that you feel um more grounded. All right, and this deck, okay, was which I've just used is says Work Your Light, and it's by Rebecca Campbell. Okay. Okay, so the next deck I'm going to use, all right, this is called Daily Crystal Inspiration, and it's by Heather Askenosi. Okay, and I'm just going to select one card from this deck to see what crystal, okay, your spiritual team would like you to work with. Okay, it could be um ones which have showed you earlier. Okay, but anyway, we'll see what comes out. All right. Okay, so ooh, okay, so the crystal, okay, that your spiritual team would like you to work with, if you are interested in working with crystals, is crystal praise. Crystal praise. And the message here says allow yourself to receive. Okay, allow yourself to receive. Okay, so I'm just going to, okay, okay, and just going to read a bit more on this crystal. Okay, it can sometimes be easier to give than to receive, but receiving help from others is a necessary component of a healthy lifestyle. Open up to receiving as much as you give. Remember, you cannot pour from an empty cup. There has to be a balance between give and take in all of your relationships, whether it's with friends, family, or co workers. If you notice yourself feeling guilty or uneasy when others give to you, shift your attitude so you can embrace what they have to offer you. Okay, and the core questions, okay, the booklet is asking you to ask yourself when you can in your spare time: where do you give more than you receive? What feelings cause you to do so? What shifts can you make to create more balance in your relationships? And the crystal action affirmation, which you could say to yourself and believe it and have faith in it, you could say, I allow myself to receive. Okay, I allow myself to receive. And it goes on to say, today, say thank you without hesitation. or deflection to all compliments that come your way. All right. So this message is connected to this crystal. All right. And last but not least, okay, I'm going to be using the last deck, okay, to close this reading. Okay, and again, it was to do with shadow work, and it was for the divine masculine or any men who have tuned in today to listen, okay, as well as or to watch. All right, and please check the description box, okay, for the names of all the decks, crystals, books that I've used through or for this reading, I should say, for today. Okay, so I'm going to use this deck, all right, and it's called "You Got This," and it's just basically inspiring quotes, all right, and this is by Gift Republic. Okay, and I'm just going to select three cards from this deck. Okay, let's see what messages your spiritual team would like to give you. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna give you um four. All right, because I think the last one is very important to remember. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to just I'm going to pick the first one. It says, "You are capable of anything. You are capable of anything." Okay, and I think this one is very important because it's very much connected to um the message about being your true self, being your true authentic self, okay, and not being a bound person or people pleaser, okay. So this card that came out, the second one, it says, "Enjoy being yourself, and you'll feel no need to copy others." Okay, enjoy being yourself, and you'll feel no need to copy others. Okay. The third one, okay, it says, "I am important. I am important." Okay. And the last one, which our spiritual team, okay, and which includes the ancestors, okay, the divine, the higher power wants us to remember that life is the best gift. Okay, so it's not just a blessing, as I said earlier in the reading, but this life is also a gift from the Most High, the Creator, a higher power. All right, so we should always remember that. Okay, every day when we get up. Okay, so be grateful, show gratitude, because the more gratitude we give, the more blessings we receive. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed, okay, listening or watching this reading today. This reading was for the divine masculine, any men who have tuned in, all right, and this reading was all about shadow work, okay, just to again to help us to gain inner wisdom and hidden knowledge about ourselves, and then we can then use that information to help us to heal, to grow, transform, and become a better version of ourselves. Okay, and I'd also like to thank once again, all my supporters, my viewers, my subscribers, anyone that's left comments, click the like button. Thank you ever so much for your support, whatever you did in the past, whatever you're doing or going to be doing now. It's going to be much appreciated, and it does help the channel. Okay, and if you did enjoy, all right, listening or watching this reading, okay, please don't forget to click the like button, subscribe or share, or just leave a comment. Thank you for watching. See you next time, and goodbye.